Well, Dennis has been horsing around again and found us quite the story in the small town of Dayton.
Betty, if life is a carousel, as some folks have said, all the better for tonight's segment 5, Douda's People subject, because someone has to make the carousel horses. Darrell Williams has whittled away many an hour over the years behind the counter of the family hardware store in Dayton. But a strange thing happened. The whittling is taken over. The hardware store is closing. And Darrell, at 52 years of age, is off on a carousel ride. This is where Darrell's whittling has led. He's found a hot demand for his antique-looking, handcrafted carousel horses.
Well, we're trying to duplicate the craft as it was years ago. We try to show a lot of spirit and aggressiveness, I guess, and recreate the old carousel horse. That's the main thing. We're trying to recreate something that's a lost art.
If this all seems like child's play, it's not, for two reasons. First, each horse takes at least a month to create. Second, Williams originals are so highly prized, collectors eagerly pay $3,000 and more for each one.
I mean, if you can do something you enjoy doing and get paid that well for it, well, I don't see any other choice, really. It was just a natural thing.
So this is a ride he's enjoying to the fullest. And as the carousel twirls and the horses parade, Darrell Williams is reaching for the brass ring. Darrell Williams, this week's Douda's People. Betty, business is so good, Darrell closed his hardware store today. And when I talked to him last week, he told me that he's teaching his wife, his son, and his daughter to carve and paint, too, just to try to keep up with the demand for those beautiful horses.
And you know what's incredible? Each and every one of us could have ridden on one of those horses, I guess, at some point, right?
They're big horses, just like the kind we would have ridden on when we were little kids, though.
Exactly.
Why did you look at me and say they were big horses? I want to know.
Nothing cruel intended there.
I see. Well, you probably want to know about the weather, and I'll tell you about it when we come back.